Hello dear students, welcome to CBSE Maths by RP Gupta. Children, in this video I am going to explain the first chapter of class 10th, that is the real numbers. Children, here I had mentioned exercise 1.2. Actually children, this chapter starts with Euclid's division lemma, but recently it was removed from your syllabus. It was removed from the syllabus of class 10th. So children, I am going to start. First of all, I will give you the introduction of the real numbers. Then I will solve the first exercise of NCERT. First means the first was removed, so we will solve the second one. So before moving to this thing, children, if you are new on my channel, please like, share and subscribe my video. So now I am going to start the class. Let's start. So children, here first of all we will discuss about the prime numbers. What is the prime number? What is the prime number? So children, what is the definition of prime number? A prime number is a natural number greater than 1 that is not a product of two smaller natural numbers. What is the meaning of prime number? What I mention here, a prime number is a natural number greater than 1 that is not a product of two smaller numbers, like 3, like 2, like 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. These are the numbers which are not divisible by any number except 1. These are the prime numbers. So I can also say one thing. If I talk about the prime numbers, the numbers which are divisible by itself or 1 are called prime numbers. So after the prime numbers, here another kind of number is here also here, that is the composite numbers. Now what is the composite number? What is the definition? A natural number greater than 1 that is not a prime is called a composite numbers. What it means? Any natural number more than 1 which is not a prime number is called a composite number. So let's see. I can write 4 because I had not written 4 here. 4 is not a prime number. I can write 6, I can write 8, I can write 9, I can write 10. There are lots of numbers. There are infinite numbers. This is a symbol of infinite. This is a symbol of infinite. Infinite. There are infinite composite numbers. So children, I hope all of you understood what the prime numbers. Again I am going to tell you about the prime numbers. The numbers which are divisible by itself or by 1 are known as prime numbers. And if I talk about the composite numbers, a natural number greater than 1 that is not a prime is called composite numbers. It means any natural number which is not the prime number will be composite numbers. So children, after this I am going to tell you a very important theorem. There is a fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic. What it states? It states the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, also called the unique factorization method. What is this? Unique factorization theorem. What is the meaning of unique factorization theorem? Let me explain to you. So what is this? It states that every integer greater than 1 either is a prime itself or is the product of unique combination of prime numbers. I am not going to, this is not the 11, this is the 1. This is the 1. Okay everyone? So what is this? What is the meaning of this theorem? That if I take any number which is greater than 1, either it will be a prime number or it will be a composite number. And composite number can be written in the form of product of prime numbers. Let me tell you how to do. See, I had taken 2. So you can see one thing children, it's a prime number. It's a prime number. If I take 3, again it's a prime number. If I take 4, 4 can be written 2 into 2. Factors of prime number. 5, again 5 is a prime number. 6, again it is the factor of 2 and 3. These are the prime numbers. 7, this is the prime number. 8, you can say 2 into 2 into 2. These are the prime numbers. 9, 3 into 3. 10, 2 into 5. So what you have understood by these things? What is mentioned here? According to fundamental theorem of arithmetic, if we are having any integer which is greater than 1, either it is a prime or it is the product of prime numbers. Children, let me tell you in Hindi. अगर हमारे पास कोई भी नंबर होगा प्राइम नंबर के अतिरिक्त, तो वह नंबर या तो प्राइम नंबर होगा या फिर वह नंबर कंपोजिट नंबर होगा, और जो कोई भी नंबर होगा 1 के अतिरिक्त वह नंबर प्राइम नंबर्स के फैक्टर्स में होगा। ठीक है बच्चों, चलिए नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू स्टार्ट द एक्सरसाइज, फर्स्ट एक्सरसाइज। सो नाउ इन दिस वीडियो I will explain the question in both terms, in Hindi and in English, both terms. So what is the first question? This is the first exercise of NCERT. We need only this information to solve this exercise. If I say first exercise, it means this is the second exercise, but actually first exercise removed from syllabus. So what is the question? Express each number as a product of its prime factors. In Hindi, निम्नलिखित संख्याओं को अभाज्य गुणनखंडों के गुणनफल के रूप में व्यक्त कीजिए। सो लेट मी टेल यू हाउ टू डू दिस क्वेश्चन। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई एम हैविंग 140, दिस इज अ 140, सो आई विल डू द फैक्टराइजेशन। आई विल डिवाइड इट बाय 2, सो इट बिकम 70, अगेन डिवाइडेड बाय 2 इट बिकम 35, अगेन नाउ आई कैन नॉट डिवाइड इट बाय 2, सो आई विल डिवाइड इट बाय 5, 5 7 ja 35, and now 7 1 ja 7. So this 140 can be written as 2 into 2 into 5 into 7. Now children, you can see all these numbers are the prime numbers. If I talk about Hindi, मेरे प्यारे बच्चों, हमारे पास एक संख्या थी 140। तो सबसे पहले हमने इस संख्या को 2 से भाग किया तो हमें 70 मिला, फिर अगेन हमने 2 से भाग किया तो हमें मिलता है 35, फिर हमने इसको 5 से भाग किया तो हमें मिलता है 7, और फिर 7 से भाग किया तो हमें मिलता है 1। तो हम देख सकते हैं कि जो 140 है इसे हमने अभाज्य संख्याओं के गुणनफल के रूप में लिख दिया। ठीक है, नाउ आई एम मूविंग टू द सेकेंड पार्ट। व्हाट इज द सेकेंड पार्ट? सेकेंड पार्ट इज 156। Again I am going to solve it by the same method. You will divide by 2, 2 7 ja 14, 2 8 ja 56. Again by 2, 2 3 ja 6, 2 9 ja 18. Now it cannot be divided by 2, so I will divide by 3, 3 1 ja 3, 3 3 ja 9. Now this is 13. So what I can write? I can write 156 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 13. Okay, so these are also the prime numbers. The next one, what is the next one? Next one is 3825. 3825. Again I am going to solve this question. How to do this question? Now here in this question 3825, first of all I will divide by 3. So 3 1 ja 3, 3 2 ja 6, and after this 3 4 ja 12, 3 1 ja 3, 3 2 ja 6, and it becomes 22. So you can say 3 6 ja 18, 3 7 ja 21, 3 7 ja 21, and 3 5 ja 15. Again I will divide by 3, 3 4 ja 12, 3 2 ja 6, 3 5 ja 15. Now it cannot be divided by 3, so I will divide by 5. 5 8 ja 40, 5 5 ja 25. Again I will divide by 5, 5 1 ja 5, 5 7 ja 35. and 17. 1 is 17. So again, this number 3825 can also be written like this. I can write it 3825 is equal to 3 into 3 into 5 into 5 into 17. I can also write it like this: 3 square into 5 square into 17. Okay children, so let me explain you the remaining part. Two parts are remaining. I had solved the first part, second part and third part. Now I am going to solve the remaining parts. 5005. The number is 5005. So how to do this thing? Again I will divide this number by 5. 5 1 ja 5, 0 0, 5 1 ja 5. Now this is 1001. So I can divide it by 7. 7 1 ja 7. It becomes 30. 7 4 ja 28. It becomes 21. 7 3 ja 21. Now this is a 143. Now I will divide it by 11. 11 1 ja 11 and 11 3 ja 33. Now I will divide by 13. 13 1 ja 13. So I can write it like this: 5005 can be written as 5 into 7 into 11 into 13. These are the prime numbers according to question, that I have to represent these numbers as the product of prime numbers. Now I am going to solve the next part, the fifth part. What is given here? It is given as 7429, 7429. So let me tell you how to do. Again for this one, first of all I will do it by 3. So it is not will be by 3. I will do it by 17. I will divide it by 17. So how to do? See, this is 74 and I have to divide by 17. So how to do? Let me tell you how many times I can do it. 17 1 ja 17, 17 2 ja 34, 17 3 ja 51, 17 4 ja 68 and 17 5 ja, if I talk about 17 5 ja 85. So here I can write it 4 times. 7429 is divisible by 17. Then what I will get? I had divided by 7429. Then I will divide 7429 by 17. So 4 times. Then after this, what I will get? It becomes 68. I can do also like this. See, 7429 you are having and you are having 17 here. So you can 17 4 ja 68. 4 minus 8. It is not for 14 minus 8, 6. Here now 62. Then you can divide it by 3. 17 3 ja 51. 1 1 9 and 17 7 ja 119. 119. So it's a quite simple question. So what you will get? If you divide by 17, you will get 437. 437. Now you will divide 437 again. It is not divisible by any number, so it is divisible by only the 19. So what you will get? You will get 23. You will get 23. And now 23 into 1. So here you can write 7429 is equal to 17 into 19 into 23. These numbers are also prime numbers. I hope all of you understood this thing. Now we are moving to the next question. What is given here? Find the LCM and SCF of the following pairs of integers and verify that LCM into SCF is equal to product of the two numbers. There are two parts of this question. No, sorry, three parts are there. So I will solve the both each part. Let me tell you how to do the first part. What is given here? It is given here 26 and 91. This is the 26 and again the 91 is also here, 91. So I will do the factors of 26 first of all. I will divide by 2, it becomes 13. Then 13 1 ja 13. Now here for this one I will divide it by First of all 3, no, it is not divisible by 3. So I can divide it by 5, no, 5 will not be divisible by 5. So from which number it can be divisible by 7. 7 1 ja 7 and 7 3 ja 20 and 13 1 ja 13. So what you can see here for the first question, write on the LCM. For the LCM what you will do, first of all take all the value of first part, that is 2 into 13. Now look at this, 13 is here, 13 and 13 is common, so I will not take 13 again. 2 into 13 into 7. So I will do the multiply, 2 into 13 into 7. After doing the multiply you will get 182. You will get 182. And SCF, what is the meaning of SCF? LCM means होता है least common multiple and SCF means highest common factor. So what is the highest common factor? This is 13 and this is also the 13. This is the highest common factor. So SCF is equal to 13. And now here you have to prove this thing, that LCM into SCF is equal to product of the two numbers. Product of the two numbers. So what is the LCM? 182 into SCF is 13 is equal to 26 into 91. 26 into 91. So if you do 13 into 182, it become 2366 and it also become 2366. So it is verified. It is verified. You can say it is verified. It is verified. So I hope all of you understood this question. So now I am going to explain you the second question. How to do the second question? Let me tell you how to do the second question. Yes. So for the second question, what I will do? See. So the second question is here basically. The numbers are here 510 and 92. So again I have written 510 here and 92 here. I will do the factors of this number. I am using the blue ink because it can, with the help of this ink we can make some difference. So 510 is here, so I will divide by 2. 2 2 ja 4 and 2 5 ja 10. 2 5 ja 10. Now I will divide it by 3. 3 8 ja 24 and 3 5 ja 15. Now 85 is here, so it is not divisible by, let me see, it is divisible by 3. No, it is not divisible by 3. Now I will divide it by 5. 5 1 ja 5, 5 7 ja 35 and 17 1 ja 17. 92 is here given here, so 2 by division I will divide by 2, it become 46. Again I will divide by 2, it become 23 and now it is 23. Okay, so first of all I will write down LCM. How to find the LCM? For LCM, what is LCM? I will write down all the numbers of first part, 2 into 3 into 5 into 17. Now see, I had taken one time 2, here 2 times 2 is given here, so I will take another 2 and now I will take the 23 and I have to do the multiply. And now for the SCF, the common factor, that is only the 2. So 2 3 ja 6, 6 5 ja 30. 30 into, this is the 17 into 2 into 23. 17 2 ja 34 into 23. So after multiplying these numbers, what you will get? After multiplying these numbers, I will get 23460. Here I will get 23460. 23460. 23460. So now again I will apply the same formula, that is the LCM into SCF is equal to product of the two numbers. So how to do this thing? Let me tell you. You can do it very easily. So how to do? See, this is a 23460 into 2 is equal to 510 into 92. So what is the multiplication of 23460 into 2? 23460 into 2. What it become? If I do the multiply, so what it become? 23460 into 2, it will become 46920. It will become 46920, and it will also become 46920. So now it is verified. Again, it is also verified. Now we are going to solve the question number, third part of this question. So see how to do third part. First of all, I will read this one, then I will solve the third part. Children, if you like this video, if you are watching this video, please share this video with your friends, and I will also provide you the solution of R.D. Sharma. Whatever you will say, if you will say R.D. Sharma, I will provide you the solution of R.D. Sharma, and if you will say provide the solution of R.S. Agrawal, I will provide you the solution of R.S. Agrawal also. Whatever you will say, I will do that particular thing. Basically, this channel is only for you, all of you. So now I am going to tell you the next part, how to do the next part. Yeah. So for this question, how to do this question? Again, I am having two number 336 and 54. Again, I will apply the same method. I will do the factorization. I will divide it by 2. So 2 1 ja 2, and it becomes 13. 2 6 ja 12. 2 6 ja 12. No, sorry. 2 6 ja 12 and 2 8 ja 16. This is the 8. Again, I will divide it by 2. 2 8 ja 16. 2 4 ja 8. Again, I will divide it by 2. 2 4 ja 8. 2 2 ja 4. 2 2 ja 4. 2 1 ja 2. 3 7 ja 21 and 7 1 ja 7. And this is a 54. It become 27. After this it become 9. After this it become 3, and 3 1 ja 3. Now I can find the LCM. LCM is equal to, as I told you, take all the values, all the multiple of first part. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 7. Now we have taken already 2. This 2 I had taken. 3 times 3 is given here. I had only 1 time, so I will take 2 times. So I will do the multiply. What will the multiply? I am going to do 2 2 ja 4, 2 ja 8, 2 ja 16, 16 3 ja 48. So it become 48 into, just a second, it will become 48 into 7 3 ja 21, 21 3 ja 63, 48 into 63. And what will the multiply 48 into 63? It will be 3024. It will be 3024. Now I will find the SCF. SCF is equal to all the common part 2 and 3. 2 into 3. It is 6. Again, now SCF into LCM. SCF into LCM is equal to product of two numbers. So again, 3024 into 6 is equal to 336 into 54. So now I will do the multiply. It become 18144, and this one also become 18144. You can say LHS is equal to RHS, and it is verified. Again it is verified. Again it's verified. Now we are going to solve the next question. Question number 3. What is question number 3? Yes. In this question they are saying, there are also 3 parts of this question. Find the LCM and SCF of the following integers by applying the prime factorization method. 12, 15 and 21, 17, 23 and 29, 8, 9 and 25. So let me tell you how to do. It is a very easy question. How we will solve? So first of all, I am going to solve the first part. See what is the first part. The 12 is given here, is equal to 15 is given here, and 21 is given. I will do the factors of 12. 2 into 2 into 3. 2 to the 4, 3 is 12. For 15, 3 into 5. And for 21, 3 into 7. So for the SCF, highest common factor, what is the common between these terms? 3 is here, 3 is here, 3 is here. So SCF will be 3. For LCM, what is LCM? As I told you, when we solve for the LCM, we take all the value of first part. 2 into 2 into 3. Now see, 3 and 5 are here. I have taken the 3, so I will take the 5. And look at this, 3 I have taken already 3, so I will take the 7. So I will do the multiply. 2 2 is 4, 4 3 is 12, 12 5 is 60. 60 into 7, 60 into 7, it become 420. It become 420. Now the second part. Now I am going to tell you the second part. See how to do the second part. So for the second part, if I talk about the second part, what is given here? It is given here 17. It is given here 23. It is given here 29. So for 17, 1 into 17. For 23, 1 into 23. For 29, 1 into 29. So if I talk about the SCF, SCF will be 1 and LCM will be multiplication of all the numbers, 17 into 23 into 29. So here 17 into 23 into 29, it become 11339. 11339. You can do the multiplication. It's a very easy thing, not the difficult one. Now I am going to solve the third part. What is the third part? In the third part, what is given here? 8. I can say 2 into 2 into 2. 2 2 is 4, 2 is 8. And after this 9 is given here, 3 into 3. And after this 25 is given here, I can write it like this, 5 into 5. So here you can say find SCF. What is the value of SCF? You can say, is there any number is common between these two, these three? No, I don't think any number is common. So not if the number, not any number is common, SCF will be 1. And what is the LCM? Take the first one, 2 into 2 into 2. And here you have to take all these 3, 3 into 3, and after this 5 into 5. You have to do the multiplication, the easy one. 2 2 is 4, 2 is 8, 8 3 is 24, 24 3 is 24. You can write it like this, 24 into the product of these numbers is 24. 3 5 is 15, 15 5 is 75. 24 into 75. Do the multiply, and you will get 1800. So children, I hope all of you understood this thing. Now we are going to solve the next question. How to do this question, children? We can apply this formula, SCF into LCM is equal to product of two numbers. Product of two numbers. So how to do this question? SCF is given here 9 into, I have to find out the LCM. Product 306 and 657. So LCM will be equal to 306 into 657 upon 9. So I will divide by 3. 3 3 is 9. 3 1 is 3. 0 2 102. Again I can divide it by 3. 3 1 is 3. It will become 3 3 is 9. 3 4 is 12. So now 34 into 657. It becomes 34 into 657. Okay. So you have to do the multiply, 34 into 657. So it is a very easy multiply, 34 into 657. You can do it. What you will get after the multiply? You will get double 2. You will get double 2, double 3, 8, 22,338. I hope all of you understood this question. Now we are moving to the next question. What is the next question? Yeah, question number 5. What is the question number 5? Read it. Check whether 6 to the power n, 6 to the power n can end with the digit 0 for any natural number n. So children, let me tell you one thing. It is mentioned here 6 to the power n. 6 to the power n. You can write it like this: 2 into 3 to the power n. 2 into 3 to the power n. Now see, they're talking about, they're saying if any number ends with 0. What do you mean? Check whether 6 to the power n can end with the digit 0. If any number ends with 0, it means it will be divisible by 10. If, what I mean to say, if any number is divisible by 10, then unit digit will be 0. But here, look at this: 2 into 3. For division of 10, we need two factors: 2 into 5. If it is any number is divisible by 2 and as well as 5, only then we can say it can end with 0. So here you can get the 2, but you cannot get the 5. So you can, what you can say, no, it is not possible that 6 to the power can end with digit 0. We are moving to the next question. Yeah, look at this question number 6. Explain why 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13 and 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5 are composite numbers. So let me tell you, see, 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13. See, 13 is common between these numbers, so you can take 13 common. It becomes 7 into 11 plus 1. So this is a 13. 11 7 is 77 plus 1 78. 13 into 78. 13 into 78, and this is 13. And the factors of 78. If I talk about the factors of 78, what are the factors of 78? The factors of 78 are 13 into 6. So see, all these numbers are the prime numbers. So you know that for the composite numbers, all its factors will be prime. So you can see all the factors are prime numbers. So it is a composite number. This is the reason why it is composite number. So we are moving to the next question. Yes. What is the next part? It is mentioned is 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5. Again, 5 is common. Take the 5 common. What you will get? 7 into 6 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 1. So 5 as it is. 7 6 are 42. 42. Then 4 3 are 12. 12 2 are 24. 42 into 24 plus 1. You can say 5 into, what you will get? 42 into 24. It become 108. 1008. So it become 1008 plus 1, 1009. I will do the multiply, and you can say 1009 is not divisible by any number. So this is also prime number, this is also prime number. So again, it is a composite number because the factors of this number are prime numbers. Now we are moving to the next question. Yes. What is this question? There is a circular path around a sports field. Sonia takes 18 minutes to drive one round of the field, while Ravi takes 12 minutes for the same. Suppose they both start at the same point and at the same time and go in the same direction. After how many minutes will they meet again at the starting point? Okay children, so first of all let me tell you, we will find out the factors of 18 and 12. So the 18 can be written 2 into 3 into 2 3 is 6, 6 3 is 18. And this 12 can be written 2 into 3 into 2 3 is 6, 6 2 is 12. So now find the LCM of these numbers. What will LCM? 2 into 3 into 3, all numbers of this one. Then see, we have taken 2, I have taken 3 and 1 2. So 2 3 is 6, 6 3 is 18, 18 2 is 36. So they will meet after 36 minutes. They will meet after 36 minutes. So children, I had completed the first exercise. Children, all of you, subscribe my channel, share with it with your friends, and watch my videos and like it. Thank you so much.